Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, osia dem yopo.
Stations still remain PENDREAM TV, the only channel that bring you the best and latest updates in politics. If you are new here, please don't leave without subscribing. This is the only place to get the facts, the gist in the political arena, all the funny stuffs from the political arena and the visionary thoughts as well. Don't leave without subscribing. Share to other members to also watch as well. Thank you. Be right back.
A caucus. Probably you may get hold of a copy of the statement and indicate to me where it was clearly stated that this is a statement being delivered from the caucus. I do not see any caucus position in the statement when I was reading through it. So with all due respect, my rulings still stand in matters of this nature.
Mr. Speaker, I don't intend to challenge your ruling or argue with you, but I thought that it would have been, if it would have helped if you had just listened to us. Once we finish, then you will sum up with your ruling. Maybe you may not have changed, maybe you would have changed. But Mr. Speaker, if I don't say this, I will not be fair to the minority leader. Yesterday, Mr. Speaker, the minority leader indicated to me that he will want the deputy leader to make this statement, to read this statement on behalf of the caucus. I was the one who convinced him. The God who created us is a bear witness to me that I sat here and convinced him that no, there are certain statements that you should make it yourself. He then argued that no, he doesn't want to make it look like every statement is the minority leader who is doing it. And I said, no. Mr. Speaker, go and do it.
Normalizing political violence in our democratic culture. Mr. Speaker, permit me to highlight some of the deeply disturbing incidents. First, at St. Peter's Society Methodist Church polling station, a group of thugs stormed the premises on motorbikes and in vehicles. Honorable Hawa Kumsin, a former member of parliament, was physically assaulted in broad daylight. Our parliamentary candidate, Nana Ekuo-Owusu-Efriye, sustained some injuries to her face. Former MP, Daquan Newman, and several other MPP party agents were also attacked. Electoral officials fled. Voters were terrorized. At Awoshi DVLA polling station, individuals dressed in brown uniform impersonated security personnel to gain access and misled voters until they were confronted and they failed in that instance to provide any form of identification. Elsewhere, including Asiedu Jedu Memorial School, confrontation between thugs and police officers created chaos and endangered lives. Even journalists were not spared, Mr. Speaker. A Joy News reporter and GH1 TV's Ajekum Banahine were attacked. In fact, a police officer assaulted the latter while on duty. Mr. Speaker, this is a direct attack on press freedom and the right of citizens to be informed. These were not isolated events. This was a deliberate orchestration of violence across multiple polling stations. And what is even more troubling, Mr. Speaker, is that some officials have not only failed to condemn these acts, but have celebrated them openly and publicly. Mr. Speaker, for those public officers who have endorsed this political violence, I say that it's a breach of public trust and a dangerous precedent that undermines Ghana's democratic foundation. Equally disturbing are the growing concerns about the negligence of the Ghana Police Service. Allegations have surfaced implicating Chief Superintendent Lumo Frederick Senanu in facilitating this act. Whether by omission or commission, the police service failed to protect lives and the sanctity of the electoral process in Ablekuma North. Mr. Speaker, Ghana's democracy is at crossroads. We must not allow this this descent into lawlessness to define our politics. That is why the Minority Caucus demands the following. 1, a full-scale investigation into the matter, a full-scale prosecution of individuals that will be identified as perpetrators of the violence, a clear and unambiguous condemnation of the violence from government, including apologies to those who were particularly victimized. Chris Lloyd Ni Kwei, the Deputy National Organizer, Hawa Kumsin, and our candidate Nana Ekuefrie. Mr. Speaker, we must not allow political violence to become normalized. Ghana's democracy must not be turned into a battlefield. The time to act is now. To the people of Ablekuma North, do not be cowed into silence. The right to vote is sacred and must never be trampled by fear or force. To civil society and all defenders of democracy, your voices are needed now than ever. The Minority Caucus, Mr. Speaker, will continue to use every constitutional means available to it to protect Ghana's democratic order and ensure that no political actor ever weaponizes violence for electoral advantage again. Mr. Speaker, our country, Ghana, stands at the crossroads. Government must choose: uphold democratic values or shelter those who undermine them. The choice government makes in the coming days will define this government's legacy and the direction of our democracy. May God bless Ghana and strengthen our republic. And Mr. Speaker, I thank you.
Thank you very much for your statement. The floor is now open. Leadership, any indication as to the number of members to comment on the statement?
Mr. Speaker, I just had a eye-to-eye chat with the majority leader. So we'll do 5-5 from both sides and the leadership.
Well, let me hear from you.
How many?
Mr. Speaker.
10-10. 10-10.
I think we'll do.
Yeah, 10-10. We have many people.
We'll do 10-10.
10-10.
We have many people here who want
10-10. 10-10. There are so many of them want to speak. 10-10.
Mr. Speaker, we have so many people here who want to speak.
10.
So what is the sense of the House?
Mr. Speaker, we don't have any difficulty. 10-10 from both sides and leadership. And if they want, we can do our 86 plus leadership, no problem. So, but 10-10 and leadership, Mr. Speaker.
Well,
To the 4-4.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Speaker.
yes.
Please, let's keep it at 4-4. Since
So
we have
4-4.
a bill to work on.
4-4 including leadership or excluding leadership?
4-4 excluding leadership, yes.
Very well.
Excluding the leader. Ladies will conclude.
Very well.
Mr. Speaker, the first indication I gave when I confided with the majority leader, I don't know why the deputy leader is hijacking it, was 5-5 and leadership. Unless it's the case that the majority leader is now giving you a different thing. But my understanding with him was 5-5 and leadership.
So their proposal, when I am clear with, is it should be 5, but including leadership. That's my understanding. Yes?
Mr. Speaker, I have so many people here who want to comment. So let's do 3-5. 3 on this side and then 5 on this side. Oh, let's be equitable. Try and be equitable. 3 on this side and then 5 on this side. No, Speaker is asking for guidance. Speaker is saying we should guide him.
Yes, ladies first. I'll proceed to give the floor to Honorable Haji Aladi Ayamba.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity to contribute to the statement ably made by the minority leader. Mr. Speaker, in the first place, I wish to first of all condemn all forms of violence, no matter where and no matter what time. Mr. Speaker, it's most unfortunate that this is the first time that I have heard, and it's my 4th time in Parliament, that after the numerous electoral violence that has occurred in this country, this is a special one. Mr. Speaker, I would have stayed out mentioning my sister's name, Hawa Kumsi. But once her name is on the statement and it has been mentioned, I will do that. Mr. Speaker, Honorable Hawa Kumsi knows it very well that apart from the atrocities that have ever occurred in her own constituency, where lives were lost, she knows it very well that if she went to that election, that very election, and came out without any problem, it will all have been coming from her attitude. And yet, I was shocked when I learned that she used pepper spray. Pepper spray! And I saw it being sprayed. I saw her actually spraying it. Mr. Speaker, on the video, I looked at it more than 5-6 times, and I saw her actually spraying. I was shocked because I observed and listened to people talking and saying that, oh, that's a woman, that is a lady, we shouldn't do that, we shouldn't do this, we are not respecting women. Yes, we are all trying as much as I can to make sure that women are respected everywhere. But you, as a woman, you must first of all respect yourself. You must make sure that you know and live as someone who is ready to support and protect life as a woman. Because if you say because you are a woman, you go spraying pepper, were you going to select the women there so that the pepper doesn't get into their eyes? What about the children? Were you going to select them? What about the officers that we are now talking about? Were you going to select them? Because any pepper spray that is gushed out will not go to select anybody. And yet this is what happened. Unfortunately, it comes from no other person but a woman. Unfortunately. Mr. Speaker, are we saying that this is the first time that we have had such a problem? This is not the first time. I was a victim at Etiwa by election. I was a victim. I ran like it's no one's business back to Accra. So, it's not the first time. I never heard a word being uttered. Mr. Speaker, Techiman South, what did we not see? What lives have we not lost? Lives, we lost lives. We lost life. What investigations have been done? What investigations? Who has been brought to book? What have we done to make sure that at least Ghanaians know that once we are running a democracy, we do not want such atrocities. What have we done? Nothing. Were those people not human beings? Were they not Ghanaians? Were they not voters? Don't they have the right to life? And yet we haven't heard anything up to date. Mr. Speaker, we witnessed even our own colleague, Honorable Sam George of all people. He was beaten. He received the worst slap that anybody could have thought of. And up till date, we haven't heard anything about it. Those whose legs were broken, today they have become vegetables of human beings. They are just there. They are just living and waiting for others to give them to feed. We haven't heard anything. No statement. Nobody has said anything. It looked like it was just some flies that fell somewhere. Mr. Speaker, we cannot forget about Ewutu Senya. We can't forget about what happened there. And the shooting was direct. Not that it was a Go-Come matter. All these are things that have happened in our presence, in our lives. If we want to condemn and if we want to be seen as doing the rightful thing and ensuring that our democracy thrives, we should make sure that it's not a selective thing. It shouldn't be selective. If we are being selective, it's not fair. Yes, I know, I agree that what happened yesterday and was wrong shouldn't be done today because two wrongs don't make a right. That is true. But it's not when you continue pinching my eye that you tell me that I shouldn't close it. Every day you do the same wrong to me, I keep quiet, and then you think that I should never say anything because you think that, no, you are right, or I shouldn't talk anything. That is not acceptable. It's unfortunate that it is a woman, and it's unfortunate that it has recurred, not from any other person, but someone who has ever done it somewhere. And so, let us be careful and conscious. And she is a former minister. Today, we are calling for the heads of women who are ministers or women who are chief executives. Was she not a minister? And let me reiterate that she is not someone whom I would wish that I stand and talk against. But when something is wrong, like you have said, it is wrong. And it is not acceptable. It is wrong and it is not acceptable. Yes, I am saying it. Please, let us know. I am saying this because it has happened. It has happened before and happened to me. And that is the same thing that is happening. If we don't tell her or if we don't let her know that it is a kind of worry, it could repeat itself, and we don't want it to be repeated. So, Mr. Speaker, to wind up, let me say that what is good for the goose is good for the gander. So let us be conscious of ourselves.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, I am happy to know from the leader of the House that the conduct of the elections...
Honorable member, go ahead and conclude your comment.
Mr. Speaker, respectfully, Mr. Speaker, my disappointment, my utter disappointment is in the fact that leading members of our government, after the event which we are all lamenting about, went public and endorsed an attack, Mr. Speaker, as if a section of our populace deserve that mayhem to be visited on them. Mr. Speaker, in this House, all that I've heard is a recount of, so to speak, an attribution of a crime to Howard Kumsen, the honorable former member of Parliament. But, Mr. Speaker, our laws are very clear that if somebody commits even the highest crime of the land, there's a due process to put that person through. And not to hire people to fly in the air to head the chest of a woman on the floor. Mr. Speaker, I think that is very inhuman, to say the least. Mr. Speaker, as we know the law to be, crime does not die. So if the honorable member has committed anything that we deem to be a crime, the proper recourse is in putting her before the law, even as we speak, and we have a government in place. Mr. Speaker, I do not think that we have done well by assaulting her in the manner that we did. And same being applauded by members of the government, Mr. Speaker, I think is very appalling. Mr. Speaker, I am also disappointed by the fact that elements within the party, appointees of government, who in the first place prevented the Electoral Commission from collating just 3 police stations. Collating just 3 police stations. They prevented the Electoral Commissioner from doing that. Mr. Speaker, how did they do that? Anytime the Electoral Commissioner was ready to do her work, we found appointees that went on social media and publicly called tax to march to the office of the Electoral Commission. And in no time, these people, armed to the teeth, sitting on motorbikes, ready to visit mayhem on the EC and the officers there. Mr. Speaker, what will happen? Obviously, the officers of the EC will run through the windows to save their single dear life. And that is how the Electoral Commission had to do the U-turn that they did. I know they are not proud of the decision they took. They are not proud because they had to take it out of Mr. Speaker, out of force, out of pressure, enormous pressure being brought to bear on them by government. Mr. Speaker, if you have prevented them from carrying out a lawful orders of a high court, and then we are to go for a rerun, and then you find those same appointees, those same elements within the government also publicly marching tax to disrupt the rerun of the elections, and government says nothing about it, and nobody has lost his job even as we speak, then, Mr. Speaker, what it means is that the EC cannot collect 3 police stations, and the EC cannot also do a proper rerun because people will march tax to go and disturb the process. Mr. Speaker, this is a difficulty. This is a difficulty that we should all be very worried about.
Honourable Member,
Mr.
conclude.
Speaker, we also witnessed that, well, maybe deliberately or inadvertently, the police that were sent there to man the elections had no weapons. They had no guns. They were not armed. Mr. Speaker, can it be for a reason? Can it be for a reason? So that the tax, when they march in, armed to the teeth, will be able to overpower the police. And Mr. Speaker, that is what we saw on our TVs, and some of us who went there, that is what we saw.
Honorable
we saw
member,
the police helpless.
Conclude.
We saw the police could not do anything
Honorable
because they had no
member,
weapons.
conclude.
Mr. Speaker, we know that the mere sight of a gun handled by a police officer
Honorable member,
can despair
conclude.
people with criminal mentality. Mr. Speaker, I think that we have not done very well for ourselves, and across the political divide, Mr. Speaker, we should come to a certain consensus. We should come to a certain consensus to enforce the laws that we, this House, we have passed by way of a statute.
Honourable Member,
Mr. Speaker,
I
this
think
is a
your
call
time
for
is
all
up.
of us, not a
Your
partisan
time
one.
is up.
Not a partisan one.
Honourable
It's a call
Member,
for all of
your
us
time is
to
up.
do so. Mr. Speaker, with
Your
this
time
words,
is
I
up.
thank you for the opportunity.
Honourable leaders, my decision is to allow the leaders to conclude their comments. With all due respect. So, Honourable Minority side, I expect you to conclude the comment. Yes.
The leader on his feet. I don't know
Yes.
if he wants
Majority
to
Leader.
vary order of business or he wants.
Yes, so let's conclude because we have some government business to prosecute.
Yes.
Yes. You want to speak? You want to speak?
Yes, Minority Leader.
Speaker, I will.
You have the floor.
My pleasure is to yield.
Minority Chief Whip, you have the floor.
Speaker, my pleasure is to yield to the Honorable Lawyer Ewa to speak.
Yes, Honorable Member, you have the floor.
Leadership.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, all we have heard this evening is it happened in Etiwa, and so it is okay to happen in Ablikuma North. It happened in Tripoli, so it's okay to happen in Ablikuma North. Mr. Speaker, it happened in Ayawa, so it is okay to happen in Ablikuma North. Let us all look into our faces. Today, by the grace of technology, everybody is watching us. Are we, as leaders of this country, saying that we are ready to practice retributive politics? Is that what we are saying? Are we saying to other children, the many children who are watching us? Are we saying to the many children who are watching us that when we promised the people of this country reset, we were going to pursue retributive politics? This is not what you promised. Is this what you promised? Perhaps the people of this country should have been guided. They should have been guided by the fact that you have stated that for you, revolution is in your blood. And so you are going to offer revolution. It is in your DNA. That is what you are going to offer. Mr. Speaker, I have a few questions. Mr. Speaker, when the police went to Ablekuma North without arms, what informed it? Mr. Speaker, when we all agreed to pass the Vigilantism Act, was it a decoy? Was it a decoy to surprise us in the year 2024 elections and subsequent elections? Was it a decoy? Mr. Speaker, that is what it seems now. That when you got us to pass the Vigilantism Act, it was just to surprise us. That is what it seems. You did not approach it with candor, with the same amount of sincerity, with the same degree of sincerity with which we approach the passage of with the Vigilantism Act. Mr. Speaker, we need to bring this to an end. We cannot continue along this path. Mr. Speaker, one day might be a bad day. This thing has been going on for so long. Mr. Speaker, I was in Ablekuma North. I have lived through this in Kumasi when we were always terrorized, were intimidated with macho men from the days of Nana Kwesi Agyeman, who mobilized macho men to snatch ballot boxes using military, using the 64 battalion, infantry battalions, the commandos. We remember all those. We have not forgotten. Mr. Speaker, where are we going to? The CDRs. We have come a very long way. Mr. Speaker, we should agree to end this. Mr. Speaker, the approach requested by the minority leader, Mr. Speaker, is the way to go. Mr. Speaker, having passed the Vigilantism Act, if we don't do anything in the face of it, that law will fall into dissolitude. That law will become useless. Mr. Speaker, this is coming right at the back of the Vigilantism Act. We should, in the circumstance, Mr. Speaker, have an inquiry to determine why this happened and to punish the perpetrators so that, Mr. Speaker, it serves as a proper deterrent. Otherwise, going forward, Mr. Speaker, we are going to have a problem. Mr. Speaker, today we are being told that what happened in Ablekuma North is child's play. And it is coming from the majority leader that what happened in Ablekuma North is child's play. Mr. Speaker, a journalist was slapped. A journalist was slapped. A journalist was slapped. Mr. Speaker, and we are saying that it's child's play. Mr. Speaker, a woman was assaulted, and we are saying it is child's play. Mr. Speaker, we are not surprised. Clearly, from the account of the majority leader, there is a certain orientation towards electoral violence, and so anything is child's play. Mr. Speaker, the children of this country are calling for an end to this. The mothers of this country are calling for an end to this. Mr. Speaker, if this continues, one day we may wear black in this country, and that will not be child's play. Mr. Speaker, enough is enough. Thank you very much.
Yes, Majority Leader. Yes, Honorable, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity given to me. Mr. Speaker, I'm very happy to be here. Yes, to be here as the youngest member of Parliament and to meet the statement made by the minority leader. Mr. Speaker, Ghana is the beacon of democracy. And Mr. Speaker...
Yes, Majority Leader. Yes, Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I'm surprised that men like this, a young lady like that, Mr. Speaker, why? Are you envying this side? Are you envying this side? Give her the opportunity. I beg you. Let her speak.
Yes, Minority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I've just listened to the leader of government business and our own leader. Mr. Speaker, I've always said in this House that we must be very tolerant and listen to one another. I've always said it. I have also encouraged the backbench. It's been my call to encourage them to participate in the deliberations and also act in a manner that would make it easy to receive cooperation of others. Because, Mr. Speaker, advocacy on this House floor doesn't come easy. It is not easy. It's the reason why some time ago I even suggested that though our standing orders say that we should not read copiously from our notes, at least as a House, we should allow for members to come here with their prepared submissions and read them. Because in advanced democracy, that's what they do. Mr. Speaker, I would call on my colleagues to yield to what the majority leader has just said. However, he who comes to equity must do equity. Therefore, as this side will be quiet to listen to the submissions of our respected lady colleague, I pray that in future, members on the other side, particularly the backbenchers who have gained notoriety. Mr. Speaker, I withdraw that one. Okay, I withdraw. Mr. Speaker, I withdraw. I withdraw it. I withdraw. Mr. Speaker, I withdraw. I've withdrawn. Mr. Speaker, you see, these are matters for leaders, and see the noise you are making. Yet your leader is making an appeal. Would you keep quiet humbly? You see, I'm calling on them to be quiet to allow your lady to speak. Now you are heckling me as a first timer. You see, Mr. Speaker, this side of the House will yield to the call and yield in silence. But I will plead that in future, our colleagues must also return such a gesture by listening to our side, particularly the young ones, so that they improve on their advocacy. Mr. Speaker, this is a big lesson. Now, Mr. Speaker, it's okay. It's okay.
Yes, honorable member, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Yes, Mr. Speaker. Indeed, I'm the youngest, but then
honorable member, you have the floor.
Mr. Speaker, when you get to the constituency,
yes,
we have
honorable majority leader. Honorable Walanyo, may you remain silent.
This is a fact. What are you going to do about it? She's the youngest.
Thank you, Mr.
Honorable
Speaker.
members, particularly if your leader is on the feet, I don't expect anybody behind the leader to be talking. Yes, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So as I said earlier, Ghana is a beacon of democracy. And Mr. Speaker, during elections violence should be condemned. No matter the government, either MPP or NDC. But then what is very important is, Mr. Speaker, we as leaders, our comments before elections, during elections, and after elections are keenly important. And so we need to be extra vigilant in making comments before elections, during elections, and after elections. Mr. Speaker, on this statement of Ablekuma West, Ablekuma North, Mr. Speaker, it is one thing we should condemn because of the violence that it came up with. But notwithstanding, we would commend the security forces that came quickly to the aid of the former Member of Parliament. But this is a call to us as Members of Parliament, since we are discussing it here, that the anti-vigilance bill that we pass, we should check and amend it. We should tighten up any loopholes in it. Because I believe that if it is being well done, we won't be here discussing this matter. Again, Mr. Speaker, one thing we should also be aware of is what earlier our Member of Parliament once said, that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama assumed office and is so concerned about these past occurrences. And so when this happened, he quickly came out with a statement, and today we also have a female vice president who she is equally concerned and condemned the violence during this process. And I believe that with what they have exhibited, this Ablekuma North issue that happened and the previous ones will be investigated and justice will prevail. Mr. Speaker, before I end, I would say that members of Parliament should be extra careful with their comments, because that is what generates the grassroots to get themselves involved. But don't forget that after those comments, you would go to your house and get someone's innocent kids into this mess, and at the end, some will be arrested, some will be at the hospital, and some would even, out of that, even die. What do we do? What do we do as members of Parliament? And I am very happy that today, the youth, which I'm also part, we are learning from this. Today, because as a former Member of Parliament is being read on the floor of Parliament, what about the innocent ones? Because they don't have titles, because they are not known outside there. Mr. Speaker, please, I will urge members of Parliament, we go out for the elections. We should be careful what we tell our grassroots and people who follow us, not to get themselves involved. And this is a big message to our constituents. No leader, and I repeat, no leader should encourage you to get yourself involved, because at the end, you would find yourself wanting, and the person will be somewhere else. And so, I would thank the maker of this statement. And before I end, it is not only elections, some comments. Today we are talking about female matters. Any comment that would rise harassment, intimidation, it all generates, then piled up and get to this point. But let's not forget that Ghana is a hallmark when we talk about peace and better democracy. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity given to me.
Thank you for your time once again, and we say God bless you for the good work you are doing and continue to do. And to all our cherished new viewers, we urge you to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, like and also share to other friends of yours to have a view of it. Please do subscribe for more videos. Thank you. We'll be right back. We have more in stock and you cannot afford to miss out. Please stay tuned.
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.